following contains conversation surrounding suicidal thoughts. The National Suicide Prevention Line is 1-800-273-8255. All right, so to kick us off, I'm going to have to give a little bit of a backstory. Okay, not to make it too much of a sob story, but, this was my life. And like I mentioned the first episode, that, I thought I was brought here to hurt a little bit so that way I can help other people heal. So my background is that my parents got divorced when I was around the age of 7. My parents each remarried. And then right around my freshman year of college, one set of parents divorced. So I was experiencing a second divorce in my life. And I was having a really hard time with that because there was some infidelity and stuff involved. And so me witnessing that as, 18-year-old me, it definitely had an impact. And so over Thanksgiving break that fall semester, I didn't go home. I went and stayed with a friend. And I was super depressed, and I was in a relationship at the time, and I was going to the various Thanksgiving events with my friend who I was staying with, as well as the partner that I was with at the time. One of the Thanksgivings, I was driving back from the partner's family's house back to my friend's house, and it was late at night. Oh, wow, it's just bringing things up. Okay. And so it was late at night, and I was driving my car, and I had this overwhelming feeling that I really wanted to crash my car. I knew I didn't want to die, but I just wanted to be hurt really badly. My car ride, I was just holding onto the wheel with both hands, just bawling my eyes out. And I'm and it's country road, so super windy. And I'm I just got to get to my friend's house, but fighting this urge to just let the wheel go. I made it to my friend's house, thankfully. When I got there, I called one of my other parents and told them how I was feeling. I later ended up telling my partner too at the time that was my experience driving home. And they both were both my parent that I called and my partner were you should really talk to someone. You should go to a therapist or a counselor. And it was kind of in that moment that I was yeah, honestly, it scared me, the fact that I wanted to drive off the road. And my goal in going to therapy and seeking help in antidepressants was just I don't want to kill myself. Or I don't want to be having these thoughts about killing myself or harming myself, but I was, and that was my goal, was just how can I stop having these thoughts and stop feeling so down, basically. Transitioned from the mental of I don't want to be depressed anymore to finally being okay, well, I don't want to have this various physical pain or various physical diseases or ailments that I was getting diagnosed with. I'm I wanted those things to go away, or I wanted them to heal, because I'm I didn't want to be in this physical pain. And then as I've found healing in those different areas, it has moved a bit more fluidly to now being I just want to experience the depths of love and joy the world has to offer. I just want such deep love with those around me. And I want to connect, and I want to be vulnerable, and I want to be held. So it went from more of a mental, physical to spiritual. You are not a burden. It is okay to ask for help and get help. It does not make you weak.